Alright, Corey Freeman here, and welcome to the Funnel Clicks strategy video for basically getting solo ads, all the solo ads you want, either for free or next to free. We're talking worst case scenario, 20 cents on the dollar. Now, I'm making this video kind of quick because I just want to get it out and have a more polished version in the near future. But let's just get right to the meat here because this is a very powerful strategy, and it's the first thing I recommend that people start doing after they get the ClickBanking down and they're getting, at least 150 leads a day from ClickBanking. So the beauty of this method is that we're going to be leveraging the same exact kind of funnel setup as in ClickBanking, where you have your squeeze page, which when people opt in, it redirects them to your thank you page, which has those 4 or 5 different kind of banners or headlines that people click on, right? And the overall big picture of this is we're going to be using other people's money by selling funnel clicks first. We're going to be taking that money, we're going to be buying a quality solo ad, and then we're going to be sending that traffic into our squeeze page first. So we build our list first for free, and then the leads that actually hit the thank you page, with a good squeeze page, you can expect about a 40% opt-in. The leads that hit the thank you page, which is the same again as the ClickBanking thank you page, are obviously going to, we design that in a way so every lead clicks ideally at least 2 times, right? So, and then when they click those links, that's going to go to your payback or your delivering rotator, just as it is for, to pay back your ClickBank partners. But in this case, you're going to be delivering your funnel clicks, right? So it's the same exact setup as ClickBanking payback, but now you're going to be delivering the clicks to your funnel click people, okay? So by now you should have a good understanding of the thank you page for ClickBanking, so I'm not going to actually take another look at it. But let's just talk about the main goal here. And your goal is to sell 1,000 funnel clicks in a round. Think of this as a round, right? 1,000 funnel clicks by posting in the different funnel click Facebook groups and on Skype too. People actually sell funnel clicks on Skype, and you could post your ad for funnel clicks pretty much in any solo ad room because they're all, there's a lot of people buying funnel clicks now. And give or take, and this needs to be tested a little bit. Some people find it more streamlined to do things at different amounts, but what I find is that you generally want to try to sell 1,000 funnel clicks over 3 to 5 people. Because I just want to play it out for you real quick. Let's say you sell 1,000 funnel clicks, right? And the first person buys 500, right? The second person you sell to buys 300, and the third person buys 200. Okay. Well, there's your 3 links in your rotator, right? Position 1, 500 clicks. Position 2, 300, and position 3, 200, right? So let's just play the scenario out, right? You take that money that they would have paid you for those 1,000 funnel clicks, and right now the going rate for funnel clicks is about 30 cents. It's probably going to be going up because people are realizing actually the funnel clicks are even better than solo clicks because they are action takers who actually opted in, right? But let's just say you sell to those 3 different people. You sell 1,000, you get $300. Okay. Now, what I would recommend when you're first starting out with this, just to be a little safe, is that you cough up the extra, I don't know what it would be, maybe $80, give or take. So you could take their 300 plus, or even just $50. So you could buy a full 1,000 solo, right? And but let me tell you something, guys. If you can get solo ads for 20 cents on the dollar, I mean, that's breakthrough right there. That's, you're going to make so much more money than you're spending by selling solos. It's not even an issue, right? But in a little bit, you'll see how you should actually be able to make it totally free, but we'll go over that in a little bit. Okay, so you buy 1,000 solo ad clicks, right? Now, as you know, and let me pull up let me just pull up a funnel click thank you page here just to be fully demonstrative. Where is that? I think it's at. Bear with me for a sec. Okay, so you buy that 1,000 click solo, right? They on 40%. If you have a good squeeze page, and chances are you do if you've been learning from me, 40% of those 1,000 leads land here. Okay, there's 400 leads landing here. Now, as we know, you could generally expect at least a 1-to-1 ratio, and that's on the bad end, right? Of the people to click the first link here, right? But generally, so 400 leads hit here, you should easily be able to get about 400 of them to click the first link, to click once is what I mean to say, right? Which means that the person that bought 500 funnel clicks, right, they're going to get 400 delivered right off the initial traffic, right? And then the person, the second person, right, who we sold 300 to, I actually oftentimes find that if this one gets 1-to-1, this thing will almost get 1-to-1, right? So this one got 400 delivered, right? The person who's in the first position, right? This one will oftentimes get 300, maybe worst case 250, right? And what's actually interesting is I oftentimes find that the third link gets just about the same amount of clicks as the second link. So 400 out of 500 to the first person in the rotator. The second person in the rotator maybe gets 200 out of 300. That was the right number, right? So, and so on and so forth. So basically, you're in a situation here where, generally speaking, you're only going to be, worst case, behind by 100 clicks, maybe 150 clicks to anybody that's owed here, right? Remember, there's 3. I'm assuming now you have 3 people in your rotator, right? Position 1, who you owe 500 clicks to, funnel clicks. Position 2, 300 clicks. Position 3, 200 clicks, right? So, as you can probably imagine, and you can probably already see this from the results you're getting from ClickBanking, that's why we set up a specific track folder in the tracker, so you can see how many clicks over all these different things you're getting, right? So again, 400 leads hit here. You know that pretty much they're all going to click at least once. So the first person in your funnel clicks position gets 400 out of 500. This person bought 300, let's just say. I mean, even in bad case scenario, they're going to get 150, out of the 300 they bought, the second link. And usually I see the third link gets a similar amount. But long story short is you're pretty much in a situation where, again, in most cases you're only going to need to owe an additional 100 clicks to any person after those 400 leads were to hit this page. Now, let me go back to my notes here. Just want to talk a little more talking points here. So your goal is to sell 1,000 funnel clicks by posting in the different funnel click Facebook groups and on Skype, okay? And you want to sell those funnel clicks across 3 to 5 people. You definitely don't want to sell more than 500 funnel clicks to any one person, right? And if you sell 500 to one person, then you better make sure that the second person, only buys at most 300, right? Now this doesn't always work out to exact scenario, right? Because you can't always find a person who buys 500 than a second person that buys 300, right? But this is just the overall principle. But the overall principle of this whole thing, guys, is it's really difficult to screw this up beyond the point where you're going to have to pay more than 20 cents on the dollar for solo clicks, okay? So anyways, when the clicks you buy opt in, and we went through this already, to your squeeze page, assuming a 40% opt-in, if you don't have a 40% opt-in, you're going to want to tweak till you do. It's not hard to do. They're going to be sent to your ClickBanking thank you page. It's actually not. Excuse me. What we're basically going to do is I'm going to duplicate, or we're going to duplicate your ClickBanking thank you page, and we're going to just make a clone of it, and we're just going to link it differently so it's its own entity, and it's just for funnel click selling. Okay. And I already talked about this, distributing the clicks to 3 to 5 people. Here's a little tip, guys. After the third person, it's very easy for whatever reason to get 100 clicks delivered to the person who's in position 4 and position 5 is what I found. There's always this weird segment, and part of this comes from the download that we give people. Some people download that report and they end up clicking later. But the 4th and the 5th position are great for 100 click funnel click people. Okay, just keep that in mind. In any case, I think I've gone through most of this already. Yep, you're going to be taking the money you get selling 1,000 funnel clicks, okay, across 3 different people minimum, and you're going to be using it to buy as many solo clicks as it can get you. And just for instance, the $300 you get by, the $300 you get from selling the 1,000 funnel clicks. Remember, you get 30 cents a click these days for funnel clicks. That's going to get you at least 800 clicks solo. Okay, you might be able to work a deal with somebody and actually get a full 1,000 clicks because the prices have dropped a little bit. But it's going to get you at least 800 clicks on a solo ad. Okay, now at 40% opt-in, we're just going through the numbers here again. 40% opt-in, that's 320 leads hitting your thank you page, right? Now, since you expect to get every opt-in to hit your thank you page to at least click once, if not twice, and I'm really talking about the first position there, I recommend selling the funnel clicks, and we just talked about this, to 3 to 5 people in the following amounts. Rotator link number 1, 500 clicks. Link number 2, 300, and link number 3, 200. Okay. Now, if you have a fourth or a fifth, and I wouldn't do more than 5 people max, but if you have a fourth or a fifth, put 100 clickers in there. Okay. Now, expect to test a few different scenarios here to find out what works best for getting your 3+ funnel click customers delivered. Okay. Now, this is just kind of like the generic starting example, right? But some of you guys have tested different setups for your thank you page. The one I start my customers off on usually is a proven one that I know works good, but some people might do better. I know there's guys in this general click banking thing who every lead they get, they have theoretically there's a way to get every lead to click 3 times, right? 3 times every single lead. So you could do better, you could do worse, but it's just about testing some different scenarios and just keeping the big picture of how this is working in mind, and knowing that worst case, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to get solo ads for 20 cents on the dollar. Okay. Now, as I talked about before, with the above scenario, you're going to owe, chances are you're going to owe an additional, and this is where this is really powerful, guys, because here's what bridges the gap and really makes it free. Okay? With the above scenario, you will owe an additional 100 to 200 clicks to the higher click positions, right? Remember the first guy, 500 clicks, and you're getting him about those, let's say, you're getting him like 320, because 320 leads, right? Or getting him 400 or something like that. So to make up the difference, guys, you're going to top off the different links in your funnel clicks rotator from 2 sources that are already kind of working for you. Okay. Number 1, the bottom of your normal click banking payback rotator. Okay. There's always some people, a small percentage of the people that click like a ton of times, right? And even if it takes a little longer to fulfill, and here's the thing, people are used to waiting longer for funnel clicks, okay? So you have plenty of time to put some people in the bottom of your click banking rotator, right, to top them off. Because, again, even if we're short 100, 150 clicks, that will pay them back. That'll top them off, right? And finally, as the second or the third link of your solo selling rotator, okay, guys? Now, some of you haven't started selling solos yet, but just like in any click driving thing, there's always a percentage of the people that will click 2 times on a link, 3 times on a link. So when you're selling a solo, especially when you're starting out, most likely you're only going to have 1 customer at a time. So you're always going to have a second or a third link available. And between these 2 guys, there's no reason why, even if you were short like 200 clicks to the first person funnel clicks to the first person you owed, this would easily top it off. Okay, so when you combine everything I talked about with these 2 backup kind of top off things, there is no reason you really can easily literally buy solo ads for free for the rest of your life. Okay, guys, so I hope this made sense to you. And the bottom line is, what you need to do is, or what we need, depending on the program you're in, if I'm doing this for you, we need to duplicate your click banking funnel setup and just have one set up for this method, okay? For this funnel clicks buy solos for free method, okay, guys? So here's the video, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Take care.